Hey, what's up everybody? It's Doug Wolf Destroyer here, and welcome back to another episode of Woven Galaxy. And as you can see in the chat there, we are just starting episode 2 here, right as we finished episode 1, and you might realize that my voice sounds a little bit different, because I just got a microphone. That is right, I now have a microphone, and it just works, and I love it. I love the fact that it works. But we have no time to delay. I already know what I want to start off doing, and that is getting a nether portal set up. Because I want to travel to the nether. Other people already have been to the nether, and I am a little bit late on that party because I've been getting these diamonds here. And yes, I do have these diamond tools, but I want to break these ones before I start using these. So we'll wait up on that. And what am I looking? Ah, there it is. Flint. That's what I want. So we're going to grab some flint. Gonna grab a piece of iron. And gonna bam, bam, bam. And I think we're going to use 2 pieces of cobbled deep slate in order to use it for the corners. Now the question is, where do I want to put this nether portal? I usually put it outside, but now that I'm remembering, I want to put it in the basement. Yes, I changed the house up a little bit, and we added this little stairway to nowhere. And I'm debating making a basement to my house. And there's many reasons why. One of those reasons is to remove this hole here, so a way to get down to our mines. Number 2 is to get to this, our mob spawner. It is quite deep, so there will probably be a separate staircase going down to that. But that way we can have a little bit nicer way, and once again, removing this, and I don't want to go straight down into it. So the question is, should I just make the nether portal now so I can go into the nether, or wait till we have a basement? I want to go into the nether now. So we're going to build it outside temporarily. Then once we build our house, we will make it there. So I think right here seems good. Right here. And hopefully this will be exactly where it will be in our basement. And hopefully we won't have any linking problems. There's a lot of hopefulness in these statements. There it is. And now we get to add the flint steel to our inventory collection. But one thing I do want to do is get blocks, because you never want to go to the nether without a form of blocks. So I'm just going to grab a few of these here. A little bit of a little much, but hey, I'd rather be prepared than not be prepared, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and head in. Should you have the diamonds? I'm gonna have the blocks in hand. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, not bad, not too great, but not bad. Oh, that's a little precarious. Okay. So let's head back in and see if it is there. There's some stuff around here, so that is great. Let's see is it linked up, or am I at somebody? It is linked up. It is our portal. Yay, connected to the nether. Oh, that's great, but I gotta sleep real quick, and I think I want to explore a little bit. Actually, before I sleep, I want to get some more food, so I'm gonna grab these and make some more patwatwas. Here we go. Because I don't have any source of food in terms of villagers or like golden carrots or meat, which is actually what I wanted to say, and then I came up with villagers. So sleeping here, and then hopefully in the morning we'll be able to grab some more potatoes and head off into the nether. Alright. That was a little bit of a longer sleep. Well, we got 1 potato. I think 18 should be fine to deal with us in the nether. So let's just, without further ado, let's continue onward. A little bit of a lag on the server, I'm realizing. That's why it's taking a little bit longer to do stuff. Alright, let me block this in, because I don't want to accidentally ever fall in this, or anybody else to fall in this. So they can dig straight down on it if they wanted to, but it's a little bit dangerous. There we go. It's just me, Dr. G, and Carl Crest right now. So I'm going to climb this basalt area. Ooh, a neighbor. There's a portal right here. This is cool. This is cool. Who's our neighbor? Who's our portal neighbor? Let's eat a potato. I can see my portal from over here. Alright. Let's go. Who's our neighbor? I'm thinking this was not what I was anticipating. What? Okay, just random portal and a cave. Let's just head back. I think somebody sped run this portal just because I felt like it. So, you know, that can happen. Alright, let me go into this Crimson Forest because I do want to get the achievement of being in all the biomes. There's some bad guys over there, so I don't really want to deal with them at all. But, oh, looks like they're going to deal with me. Okay, I'm just going to scooch you on by. That did not work at all. We're running, we're running, we're running. Looks like there's not much to go around here, because that is blocked off, it looked like. Unless I went up. Let me get a backwards view here. Yeah, looks like if we wanted to go somewhere, we'd have to go up. Oh, boy. Dearie me, this is dangerous. Look at this. Holy cow, there's a lot of dangerous things around here. Let me fill this in so that way, once again, I don't fall into it, because that wouldn't be very good. Alright, filling. That's done. This is some dangerous place. Never deal with gravel. Alright, let's get the achievement for being in here. Ow, I burned myself. Basalt deltas. What's past the basalt deltas? Doesn't look like anything interesting. Oh gosh, lava. We're fine. Just was a little cold, you know, for being in the overworld for so long, so I decided to get a little warm. I'm not stopping burning. Hold on. Let's try to get some water here. Don't want to die. That would not be very good. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. And we're no longer burning. I guess that is good. Okay. So nether regions area. We have a pretty good nether area. Not those nether regions, but the regions of where nether travel be possible. I didn't see any other portals but that cave portal, so yeah. But I think I'm gonna actually start building that basement I was talking about, and then seeing where we are at from there. Welcome back, and we have a shell of a basement. Yeah, I didn't exactly finish it. We kind of mined everything out, and I know it looks really weird, but all of this is going to be wall, and then ceiling. So, pretty small, but I don't really need anything big because I don't plan on putting anything big down here. I think I might put a generic one, like just normal furnaces super smelter here. Says same design that I had that I was using in Def Pro. I'll probably put the same thing here. Maybe try to figure out how to make it a little bit better and stuff like that, and you know, all the complicated stuff. This direction we will go from here straight downwards, which will eventually lead us to the same level as the zombie spawner, and we'll make a nice looking, or probably a pretty ugly looking XP grinder down there. And then on this side we will have, from the center of this place, which is right here, this is the center block, so I'm just gonna do that. Right down here will be the mine, smelter, mob spawner, back home. That's my plan that I have for this basement. Now it's just time to decorate it a little bit, so I'll get doing that. Alrighty guys, I am back, and as you can see, I now have full diamond everything, which is great. And I also made some changes to the house. As you can see, I found a geode, and I put some of the crystals out here. I put some on that budding one. And this is one of my favorite things to do, is you stand on this block right in front of my door. You grab a spyglass, you use that to go in there. This is the best part with Optifine. Boom. The almighty axolotl. Oh, that is so great. Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotta tell you, the spyglass is pretty cool. Oh, an Enderman came into my house and was holding a piece of dirt, and so I put him in a boat. And now he's like the guard. We also got all of our dogs named. So we now got Hunter, thanks to Pears, who's another member of this server. He gave that to me, and that's great. We now have a nether chest because this is starting to fill up. Oh, that doesn't go there. That goes in there. And there, yeah. So got a bunch of stuff there. Got a bunch of other resources here. Look at this thing. It's filling up like crazy. But who cares about that? I want to show you the basement. You might already see that it's a little bit there. So let's head down. So we have the basics here. Tough blocks outlining the wall, just basic stairs here. Then I got dripstone, being like a little like cross pattern, tiled deep slate here, more tough on the walls, and these pillars holding each of these up, and it's symmetrical here. And down here's the mine, which we've already completed, at least the stairway down. This will be going to our mob grinder, our zombie farm, which we haven't created yet, but we will do that after this. And then our super smelter. But I'd like to show you this. Now look at this. So we got tough blocks once again, and we're using basalt, polished basalt, and acacia logs. And the reason for this is you have the oh, what's this called? That's weird. It looks darker there. But the acacia is, so it started off as this, and then it weathered away and started looking like this, and then eventually got petrified because of all the minerals and dirt and all that was being brought up here. I don't know how petrifying works, but let's just say it's petrified wood. So you have these bits, and so it's kind of fading away and getting more and more petrified. And you go down here, and it's just there. And it just adds a little extra detail. I'm going to answer him. Yes, I did. Coming down here, and then here's a basic design for the mine. So we just have a little kind of loop here, and this is where you'd mine in here, a little bit here. And what I plan on doing is getting a rail that goes here. So I'll have 3 powered rails here, and then a non-powered rail, and then 3 powered rails, and then non, and then a goes on and goes on and goes on. For the first few bits, it won't be as useful because it'll be like, oh, you'll come on it and you'll stop right here. But when it's all the way down there, you'll go on it and you go all the way down here without having to run and jump, and then you'll stop right here for the next available mine, which is kind of how I want to get it to work. But I'll have to figure out how to do that. And so, you know, mine in here. I haven't finished everything in this mine, but it is relatively complete. I will come back to this project once I have all my tools all kitted out and geared up, since this, I really want to put mending on it, because it's getting too low for my comfort, especially knowing that I can't repair it at the moment. But heading back up, as I said earlier, we are now going to work on the XP grinder. Now, I would love to do a time-lapse of me building it up like I did in Dev Pro, but I don't have replay mod because it's not out for 1.17 just quite yet. So sadly, we won't be able to have that. But at least it'll still be built. Welcome back, guys. I have some unfortunate news today. This Enderman that I have had in my house, as you can see, he placed down the grass block. Angry boy, your grass block will remain on the wall. Because Enderman griefing has been turned off, he can never pick it back up. It's sad, and I don't know what to do with Angry Boy anymore, other than keep him in the boat. I'll have to figure that out later. But in other terms, we have our gear enchanted. It's not mega enchants or anything, it's just basic tier enchants. Our sword is not enchanted yet, but luckily, with some help and some little bit of deals here and there, I was able to do some work, or future work, for Callcrafts in order to get books from him. And I'll be able to fully enchant all of my gear with those books. In turn, I will also have to dig any pit that he desires me to dig, which is totally fine, because haste mining is very satisfying. But hopefully it'll be haste mining, that is. In other terms, how did I get this far with all these enchantments? Because I did the mob farm. So, we have a nice, beautiful little grinder right here. We built this, I believe, I can't remember if we built this on stream or off stream, and then we used it on. No, we built it on stream. Yesterday, we did it on stream. So, same staircase design as this, except we won't do the walls the same. Or maybe I will, I'm not sure yet. But coming down here, we just will eventually arrive on the floor. And we only have the floor done. But as you can see, we come in here. And here's where you kill the mobs. And then here it is. So we use the tinted glass in order to see the mobs flowing through. And the glow lichen are there in order to light up the spawner. And don't worry, it does still work. But the reason I did this is because glow squid could actually spawn in these areas here. And probably also down here, so there are some glow lichen there too. Yep, right there. And it also lights it up a little bit so you can still see what's going on in there. But it still works. I want it to spawn some mobs. There you go. See, it still works perfectly fine. And they just come through. They flow on through, and they just go all the way until they eventually go into there. And there's another glow like, and they get pushed on, except for that last guy. Oh, wait, never mind. Kind of. And then they'll eventually fall right there, and you use this sword, which has sweeping edge on it, and unbreaking 3 and sharpness. I actually had this sword have smite on it, but while grinding all the enchants off of this for more XP, I grinded the iron sword as well, which is unfortunate. But we were able to get sweeping edge back, and we put an enchanting setup down here too. We got anvils, got a whole bunch of lapis and books in here too, and that's how we were able to do all of that. And I just made the bow right before this recording, so I should also request some books from him. And here's all the rotten flesh I got. In this chest is all of the armor that I can use for armor stands. So we're kind of laying it out in this like format here. And then here's everything else left over. Some iron, some gold, some carrots, and then leftover rotten flesh. So it's really great. But I think the next time that I see you guys, I'm going to be fully geared up. So I'll show you what I look like when I'm all geared up. Alrighty guys, I now am fully geared up. I got fully enchanted netherite gear, but I didn't do this all by myself. I had the help of people like Carl Crafts and What Gaming, who is right there at the bottom of the screen there. So he helped me get all the netherite. Carl Crafts helped me get all these books and everything, so I can enchant all my gear. So everything is fully enchanted except for my bow. It still needs 2 enchants, and guess what? Carl's going to get me those 2 enchants because he has everything, which is great. And other things I want to show you is coming down here to our mob farm. We now have fully decorated it. So here is the wall design. So we have the amethyst block, then calcite, then smooth basalt, and then the deep slate bricks. And then it just keeps repeating down. I don't know if I actually... oh, dear. Yeah, calcite, I think is how it's pronounced. So it's just this simple pattern going all the way down, and it wraps, and then the pattern slightly changes. So you have this, and then this, and then it, kind of, yeah, I don't know how to, it's like it's sandwiches and everything. We have the zombie slayer, which is the same sword as before, with sweeping edge and breaking 3, and now mending on it, so it'll repair itself while we attack, and there you go. And I changed this entire interior to be all stone, so that way it looks a little bit cleaner and nicer, and I gotta admit that does improve it. I don't think I will change the walls, and I would have changed that to stone, but it has a glow lichen on it, and I didn't have shears at the time, so laziness kind of took over there, and I just didn't change it up at all. And right here we were unable to put a torch because the bookshelves block it, which ain't good. Here are 2 extra protection books, and these I can put on our first elytra. So that's what I plan to do. And then here's all of our extra storage space. I believe I put this storage space on stream, or at least I upgraded this off camera. I can't really remember what I did on or off stream. But let's go back upstairs, because that's not all that I did on my stream on Thursday and on off camera. So we have this villager house, which we built on stream. We transported 2 villagers, which got killed by zombies, so then we had to get 2 more villagers, and we breeded 1 up. And now we have 3 clerics, and the reason for that is because I wanted this trait, and neither of them give me that trait except for this guy, so I have him now. And I guess I could add more beds in here, but I think I'll just take out, or at least take one of these out, breed 1, get a normal child in here, and then take another one out, another cleric, and then eventually get all 3 clerics out and replace them with the normal villagers. And last but not least, we have the sheep farm over here, which has been producing wool. And the funny thing is, I made this sheep farm so that way I could get netherite, but the deadline for the dragon fight was getting too close, and I didn't have enough time to get the netherite, so then that's when What ended up helping me out there and giving me some netherite in turn for him being able to use farms that I will make in the future. So that is my current plan, and also I believe he used my sheep farm in order to get wool for beds and stuff for mining. In other news, we also moved portal. So now it's also a 1x1 portal at the back of this area. So just kind of crawl through. It's the same on the other side. And just before this recording, not quite literally, but a little whiles ago, we got 3 wither skeleton skulls and a few blaze rods. And I only got the skulls because I got my first ever wither skeleton skull on the first kill. Now, I wasn't recording at all because I didn't think that would happen, but it did. And so now, and if you don't believe me, I got all 3 of these skulls. If we come all the way down here, all 3 of these in 20 wither skeletons. There was an extra one that came out of nowhere, and so I killed him, so it looks like 21. But 20 was the actual number that was recorded. So I got the first skull on 1 skeleton, then this is on 9 skeletons, and then 20 skeletons. So you can do the math between that, figure out how lucky that is. So now I'm debating whether I should kill the wither before or after the Ender Dragon fight. Jeez, I couldn't think of that. But good news, the Ender Dragon fight actually moved to Saturday because I was unavailable to make it earlier this morning because I was busy doing stuff. And so it got moved, and me and another member of the Wolves here will be able to join us as well. So that's really great. So it works out for everybody here, hopefully. So that is all of the news that I have. Oh, GG, guy. There's everyone's a derp. He just got that enchantment. I know you can see that. I don't know why I'm saying that. It just kind of came out. But I think that'll be all for this episode. A little bit on the short side, I know. But I really have no other plans for this episode. That'll be all. Bye-o!